We've just learned in the last few hours the mother and baby have been safely found. And at this point, the DOT says they do not have a timeline yet for when they'll start work here. I'm standing in what might look like a rather large pond, but is actually Tolt Hill Road. I do have some good news coming up. We do have some drying coming, but not tonight. Brian, there's no other way to put it. This is nasty. The snow is coming down hard and the wind is really picking up, making it hard to see in a lot of spots. We're actually here on I-90. Take a look here. It doesn't die in the next few days. The way things have been going, you know, we were 66 degrees yesterday. Today, only 52 degrees for Seattle. We're here on Highway 202, just off of 522 at the intersection. You can see here, come and walk over here and see Little Bear Creek Parkway. This intersection is completely flooded. It's just an absolute lake. And let's show you where all that water is coming from. It is just pouring down, and this is coming from the 522, and you can see just how swift this water is coming down. It is causing problems for a lot of businesses, some that have already flooding their parking lots, and just moving very swift as it fills into this intersection. And the problem, to add to the problem, is that the 522, as this water is rushing down, part of that road is washing away.
It's crazy.
Everywhere is just flooded.
This waterfall shouldn't be here. It just formed in the last few hours as rushing water flowing off Highway 522 in between the 202 and the 195th Street exit took part of the road with it. State troopers estimate the gap is already 16 by 6 feet, enough space for a small car to fit.
Receding quite quickly. In the last hour and a half, it's receded about 20 feet.
And all that water flowing off the highway is filling up nearby Little Bear Creek that isn't so little anymore. Its waters are flowing fast into downtown Woodinville, creating a potentially dangerous situation.
It's about 8 inches deep when I walked across the parking lot to the other side to check it out. And I was over there about maybe 5-10 minutes taking pictures of everything. And on the way back, it's up to my knees now.
This is very dangerous water.
Even the water was going over the semis and just people getting stuck in the water. It's frightening. It's really frightening.
Never seen anything like this in downtown Woodinville. And it's not just roads and businesses that are underwater. Homes are too. Everyone on the bottom floor of the Archstone Waterford Apartments at Northeast 171st have been evacuated. They were forced to leave before it was too late.
It's probably waist deep inside the apartment. Just grabbed a couple pairs of clothes in my purse. That's about it.
And back here live, let's talk about the road situation. There are several roads throughout the Woodinville area and the surrounding areas that are closed right now and will likely be through the night. As far as the 522, I just talked with the DOT and they say they expect that to be closed through the night, possibly into the morning. They're waiting for all the water to recede, which is what we're seeing right here as it's flowing off. And then they say they'll get in there and they'll get a closer look to make sure it is stable. As we showed you in that video, you saw a chunk of it's already has eroded. And also we want to tell you that we have on our website, Q13fox.com, we'll have information to get you to the DOT, which also has information for the roads here in Woodinville. There has been an emergency shelter set up for people in Woodinville affected by all this flooding. It is at the Carroll Edwards Center off of 133rd Avenue Northeast. You can go there right now. It will be open through the night. I also want to mention that State Patrol said that the flooding at 522 we're seeing, they haven't seen this in 10 years. We'll check in later in the show. Reporting live for now in Woodinville, Nicole Sanchez, Q13 Fox News. We've all seen people broken down alongside the road, but when a local Marine stopped to help, he became the victim himself. And the crooks got away with much more than just his truck.
The guy said he needed help.
Corporal Jared Jordan was on his way to work early Thursday morning to Naval Station Bangor when he saw what appeared to be a couple with a broken down car off Highway 3 in Silverdale. He stopped to help, but while he was looking under the hood of the couple's car, he heard a sound that made his heart sink.
And I just heard the doors slam and saw my truck take off. The lady started the car and then she took off too.
To make matters worse, the battery in Corporal Jordan's cell phone was dead, so he had to run about 2 miles to the nearest gas station to call police at 3:30 in the morning.
You can't really believe what's going on because you wouldn't think somebody would do something like that.
About 9 hours later, a friend spotted Jordan's truck ditched on the side of a road. It was dented in several spots and missing several things, including his military uniforms worth about $1,000. But it's what was in a tiny shopping bag that left him heartbroken.
The thing that hit me the hardest was my wedding ring because being in the military, you don't make a lot of money, and it took me quite a while to save up to afford something like that.
Jordan says this is what the ring he bought for his fiancée looked like. He says it's something that will take him a long time to replace, but Jordan says the wedding will go on. And he says he'll still help stuck drivers, but next time will be a little more cautious and make sure he takes his keys with him.
You can still help people, but you got to make sure you're protecting yourself while you help them too.
Now, Corporal Jordan says the wedding plans will go on as planned. They're getting married on November 21st. And he says he describes the car the couple had as an electric blue, newer model Dodge Neon. Again, the wedding plans still going on. He says they're not going to let this situation put a damper on the big event. If you have any information about this crime, call the Kitsap County Sheriff's Department. Reporting live in Seattle, Nicole Sanchez, Q13, Fox News. Mark Lahr, take a look at the front page of the Seattle Times. This is 21-year-old Colin Goddard. He was shot 3 times, but amazingly, he survived. Tonight, we talked with his mother from Virginia and his aunt, who is an assistant librarian at Bellevue High School, about this unthinkable tragedy.
He's in a lot of pain.
Irene Fernandez hasn't even had a chance to fully comprehend this historic tragedy. Right now, she's just trying to stay focused on the fact that her nephew, Virginia Tech Jr. Colin Goddard, is alive. But she knows he has a tough road of recovery ahead.
I wonder, how long is he going to be in the hospital? Is he going to get back into class? Will he be able to do his trip this summer? How much PT he needs?
Fernandez says Goddard was in his French class with his friend when the gunman attacked. You see her here in this picture, also being carried out with Goddard by police. Fernandez says Cho Sung-Hui shot several people in his class, including Goddard, and left. But then he came back and shot Goddard again before taking his own life.
He shot him in the leg the first time, and when he came back in, he shot him on the other side of his body. So he has injuries in one leg, but it's the opposing shoulder.
Goddard's mom is the president and CEO of the Christian Children's Fund Relief Organization. She is also trying to keep her thoughts focused on her son and his recovery right now, but at the same time says her heart is breaking for the other families whose loved ones are now gone forever.
Focusing on my son, I caught a good part of the service that was held at 2 today. And it struck me then to see all these, I feel so sorry for all the parents.
Goddard is scheduled to have surgery tomorrow. He'll have a pin put into his femur. As far as his final outcome of recovery, that's not clear just yet, but his family is staying positive and says he is a strong young man with a bright future.
With our Q13 Fox forecast, Nicole.
Hey Mark, hello everyone. Not too bad of a drive home for you. We do have cloudy skies and a chance of some showers. Mainly that's going to stay north of Seattle with your temperature, the high of today in the mid-50s. Now tomorrow when you wake up again, chance of showers, same story, mostly north of Seattle. Could see a few in the Seattle area though, right on the outlining areas. Temperatures in the mid-40s as you start the day with your sunrise at 6:03. So pretty much this pattern continues. We have a series of systems coming in with this chance of showers, but still some very nice sun breaks for the next few days and temperatures right about where they should be. 60 degrees for Thursday's high and 62 for Friday. Good news is the weekend looks gorgeous, dry, lots of sunshine with temperatures in the low 60s. Mark.
I was walking into work today and I looked up into the sky and I thought, man, this is just...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then he had a third cup of coffee.
I'm done. Go ahead.
Poor Mark.
Well, Mark grew up,
Yes, we love
in the
you.
Northwest. I think a lot of people who grew up in the Northwest tend to actually like some cloudy days every now and then. It's not unheard of. Take a look outside. We've got a shot earlier tonight we show you here. We've got some cool sailboats on Lake Union. I have to tell you that is fast forwarding just a little bit because they don't move quite that fast. But it's such a cool shot we have here just across the street from Lake Union that we can take a look out there when we're stuck inside. We get these tower cam shots and see what everybody's doing, having fun out there. For your pet walk tomorrow, we are calling for happy paws. A lot of us are happy. The pets are probably happy too. A little cooler, not too hot. 72. And look at Benji Dog. Now I know how to spell dog, but that's how they spell it. They did the double G, so I put that in there. Very cute.
Like Snoop Dogg. Yeah?
Yeah, Benji Dog's a toy poodle. Likes to watch Q13.
So maybe not like Snoop Dogg.
I don't know that
Toy
Snoop
poodle,
Dogg's fan.
Snoop Dogg,
Yeah,
that doesn't really
probably
work. Thanks, Nicole.
Beautiful day out there today. What's it going to look like for the weekend?
That's good news too for
Yeah.
those people who want to go fishing, including my dad, my husband, all the men in my life. So that's big news out there for a lot of people who like to fish. Hey, let's take a look right now what's going on. Your current temperatures, we're talking 61 degrees in Seattle, pretty shot of the waterfront. Summer is coming back. I know today and the last few days been kind of on the mild side. Look at our Doppler. We are dry tonight though. We're done with the showers for a little bit. 59 degrees down south in Centralia, kind of on the coast. Cooler there. Look at that. 52 degrees. Take a look at the satellite picture and you can see those clouds that came through our area today. They'll be back with us in the morning. We will have more clouds, but this system has moved through and we've got some high pressure that's starting to set up very nicely for this weekend. When you wake up tomorrow, so we're talking about clouds in the morning, dry conditions, 53 degrees with your sunrise just after 6 o'clock. But by the afternoon, definitely we'll see more sunshine tomorrow. Take a look at this. We're talking 75 for Seattle. Lots of blue sky.